One of the biggest issues why people don't manifest that what they want is the following. It is because they go back into lack. They go back into not having. They spend more time in very often very subtle awareness of not having versus having that what they want. And this is what needs to shift, because we don't create what we want, we create who we are being. And if you're constantly in a state of not being the version of you who has what she or he wants, then of course this is what you're creating, and this is what needs to shift. And you see it so often. I see it in my clients, I even see it in myself, how subtle the old story is pulling you back, how subtle it brings you back into, I don't have what I want. And this is what you need to change. You first of all have to become aware of it. Most people think like, I'm doing affirmations, I'm doing visualizations, I'm doing whatever, but they are not aware of the underlying story that is still running the show most of the time. So the first step is awareness. And once you are aware, there are certain things you can do, of course. You can work on detachment, to not spend so much time focused on your desire anymore, and really start working on like enjoying your life, doing things besides the desire, going out, enjoying life, doing things that you love, working on yourself, working on other areas in your life. And then another thing I of course recommend is EMDR and some form of nervous system regulation. Because if you're in a constant feeling of dread, in a constant feeling of lack and like frustration, it can be very subtle feelings, just like like the dread feeling of, oh, I don't have what I want, or a lot of frustration, a lot of anger, a lot of unfulfillment. So depending on how strong those sensations are, either use EMDR or some nervous system regulation tools to really calm yourself and get yourself to a place of neutrality. If you want help with that, join the Mind Mastery community. The tiers start at $9 per month, where I teach a lot of those things. I really help you to get to that space, or to that inner feeling of neutrality and detachment almost. And it doesn't mean that you don't want your desire anymore, but you are not attached to not having it anymore. That is the thing. Detachment means detaching from not having, from not being that. Because this is the big piece that happens for most people, that they are so attached to the nervous system state of not having. This is what they had their whole lives, and this is what they keep recreating until they change that. And then the last thing that I would say today is work on your self-concept. So besides that, what you want to create, besides your desire, work on your self-concept. Like, I am fulfilled, I'm happy, I enjoy my life, I'm amazing, I'm stunning, whatever it is, work on how you see yourself and how you want others to see you, and take your focus away from that desire and focusing on that desire, on that person, or on money, or on the new job, or on the career, and really rather put the focus back on you. Put yourself on the pedestal. And if you start affirming, for example, of happiness and security and inner safety, you will start feeling differently quite quickly. It can even happen in a matter of a day or 2 days that you start feeling calmer, that you start feeling more neutral, you feel more aligned with yourself, you feel happier with yourself. And this is key. Like, all of those things are key. The 3 things I gave you is basically detachment from not having, and that means to focus on other things in your life. Then, of course, some form of nervous system regulation, EMDR, to really get rid of those very heavy emotional states that keep you in lack. And then to start affirming for self-concept. So when you do that, it will really all get easier. But also, the very first step, of course, is awareness. Become aware how you subtly keep shifting into not having. And very often it's not even a conscious thought. Very often it is something like a feeling, a sensation in your body. You feel a little bit lethargic. You feel a little bit stressed. You feel a little bit uneasy. You feel a little bit sad all of a sudden. And then ask yourself, where is this feeling coming from? And you will quickly find out that you are actually running the old story now. And it makes a lot of sense, because in your subconscious, or your subconscious is pushing out what's in there, and your subconscious has stored everything that you see in your life until right now. And if you want to create something new, you have to fill it with something new. And you can do this consciously and through nervous system regulation and EMDR. Like, get rid of the old story, neutralize the old story, process the old emotions. All of that is very necessary. And when you take care of that, it will happen way quicker that the new story starts dropping into your life. So these are my 3 manifestation tips. And the most important thing, of course, is to stop manifesting from lack and instead go into the desired state that you want to have in your life, basically. Okay, that's it for today. Please subscribe, share, like the video, and if you have questions, put it into the comments and I can make a video about it or answer in the comments. And that's it for today. Until the next video.